Hi guys, Hannah here. Welcome to my video and to my channel, and welcome to another episode of the Burnout Diaries. This is a series where I share my experience with burnout to help you feel less alone on your own journey. Today I am reconnecting with my creativity. I think one of the clearest signs to me that I had hit my limit and hit burnout was when I started feeling a complete lack of creativity. I see myself as a very creative person, so to feel like my entire life was missing this giant piece, this creativity, it was a really clear sign that something was wrong. And I've really struggled to bring it back into my life, but today we are committed, we are locking in. I will be reconnecting with my creativity. It's actually a really exciting day too. Today I've got my first rehearsal for a musical that I've just been cast in. So I guess I've kind of already started this journey of reconnecting with my creativity by auditioning for this show. I feel like I've been waiting so long and the first rehearsal is finally here. So if you're wondering, I am playing Lorraine in All Shook Up. We're just doing a music call today, so we're going to be doing some ensemble singing, but yeah, I'm going to make some new friends, sing some good tunes. It's going to be really fun. And of course, I've got a list of other things that I think we could do together to help rekindle this creativity. But I think a big part of creativity itself is spontaneity. So I'm not going to hold myself too strictly to that list, and I'm going to kind of see what happens, play a little bit with my day. I'll give you a little rehearsal, OOTD, before we take off. So since it's just a music rehearsal, we will be sitting down most of the time. So I'm just wearing this cute little dress. I have got shorts underneath in case they want us to do anything physical, but I think we'll just be sitting in seats for most of the rehearsal. I've got my Puma sneakers on and a little bow in my hair, and of course my tote bag with my sheet music in it. I really do feel like taking the time to pick out a cute outfit that I think really resonates with me today, paint my face, put a little ribbon in my hair. I feel like that in itself is its own form of creativity. It's time to take off. I've got my straw. I'm going to do some vocal warm-ups. I use the Warm Me Up app just because I am too lazy to come up with my own warm-ups, even though I probably should, because they would be more suited to my voice. But you know what? We're just going to get the job done. Rehearsal is done. Two things. First of all, I forgot how mind-numbing a music call is. And also, by golly, am I an awkward social creature. I am just terrible at small talk and meeting new people, and that is 90% of what was going on there. And oh god, everyone knew each other, everyone was chatting to each other, and I was just kind of standing there like, hi. Anyway, I'm not gonna spend the rest of this weekend cringing about it, because if I give myself the opportunity, I will. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry, the camera is probably about to shake and there's gonna be background noise, but it's too hot for me not to have the aircon on right now. I also elected myself to do a little riff. And when I say little riff, I mean potential screlt or even potentially whistle tone. Okay, it's probably gonna be slightly different in the sheet music to what it is in the soundtrack, but I'm gonna try singing along to the soundtrack and make sure I can actually do this thing that I signed myself up for. That's what I signed myself up for. I got this. Interestingly enough, because I'm a soprano, that range is easier for me to sing than a regular standard belt. She's a sop, ladies and gents. Anyway, I'm gonna go pick up the script for this show and then we'll head home because it is too hot to be outside right now. So after a few hours of doom scrolling on the couch, we have finally sat down and I'm gonna crack open this paint by numbers. I think I bought this from Coles while I was living in Sydney. Speaking of which, you all saw how my time in Sydney went down and the fact that I moved back to Brisbane. However, my brain has decided to completely disregard that and now has decided that I have to move back. Do not ask me how I came to that conclusion. Actually, I do have reasons and I could explain that to you, but I'm not sure you want that. I love a paint by numbers because it's practical. It's kind of like a way to get your hands dirty, but you're not really getting your hands dirty. But it's like creative, but you don't have to think too hard. This is actually one of the bougiest paint by numbers kits I have ever used. Look, it's got the wooden frame. It's got nice wooden paintbrushes. I almost called these pencils. And while I'm doing this paint by numbers, I'm gonna pop on my headphones and I'm undecided whether I will listen to an audiobook or whether I will pop on some music. My only problem with putting on an audiobook is I think I won't be able to pay enough attention to an audiobook. I think my mind will go elsewhere, which I guess you could justify as creative energy when your brain wanders and you get a bit imaginative. You could say that's creativity. You know what? I'm gonna go with that justification and I'm gonna pop on some music so that I can allow my brain to wander, to imagine, to daydream. I am a very skilled daydreamer, if I do say so myself. The scenarios I make up in my head before bed, ooh, juicy. Oh, and we're starting with some Lizzie McAlpine. Yeah, this is the vibe. Ah, this is so good. I reckon we've got an hour and a half of sunlight left, so there's not a lot of tiny detail on this, so oh, I'm looking at it upside down. Let's see if I can get it done before the sun goes down. Okay, so you know how I said I could potentially finish the whole paint by numbers before the sun sets? Yeah, the sun is pretty much gone and I have gotten up to color number 3. So that was straight up delusion from me. Anyway, I'll pick that back up eventually. For now, I think I'm gonna pull out my ukulele. Ta-da! We've moved to the floor, which I believe is potentially the most creative place you can be. I feel like all great things in life happen on the floor. This is my baritone ukulele. Her name is Baymax. It's a long story. It's actually not that long, but I feel like keeping you in suspense. I used to spend so much time with this ukulele. I used to write a lot of songs. It was really therapeutic. I am tempted to try writing a song tonight. I haven't written a song in such a long time, especially not a good one. But whether or not I try that, I have some folders full of like chords. So I'm just gonna have a little play and a little sing-song and maybe a writing session, but I won't film that because that's a very vulnerable process. I heard you say that words are deadly I'm gonna need my phone. Can I remember the chords to my own song? That is an interesting question. Nope. Hang on, let me try that again. It's inviting me to you. I desperately need to cut my nails. Oh my god. Ow! Holy crap! Oh wow, I do not have the strength in my hand to do that anymore. Oh my god, that hurt like our beeswax. Why fall in love just to prove I still care? They, fuck, that hit. Shit. They offered comfort, but comfort isn't you. Ah! Holy shit. Hello, hello. It is time for a time skip. I think it's been like a month and a half since I first started filming this video. My bad, I take full responsibility for that. It's been a crazy time. I'm still in rehearsals for that show that I was talking about at the start of this video. I've traveled a whole bunch. There is a Sydney travel vlog coming your way. There was a big family event that happened. I had a call back the other day for one of my favorite shows and my dream role, so keep your fingers crossed for me. Let's see what happens with that. I've returned to singing lessons. I'm taking a short course right now to become a singing teacher, which is kind of cool. And I'm thinking about maybe going back to uni next year for vocal pedagogy. So it's all, there is so much happening. And I'm so sorry that this channel has kind of been like left on pause for a bit with no explanation. I am so thankful if you have reached this part of the video. I so appreciate it. I so appreciate you tuning in even after such a long break. It means a lot that you still care. Anyway, I feel like it's a really stereotypical thing for me to say, to be like, stay tuned, there's more on the way. But I hope that there is. I can't guarantee anything, but I do hope that I can be on here a little bit more often. But yes, I just thought I would pop in to sign off and give a little conclusion to this video. So thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a like, comment down below. I don't think there's a ukulele emoji. Comment down below a music note emoji so that I know you watched to the end. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!